Hi, Omega Khaos here again, and welcome to the first episode of Legacy of Duel Monsters. So, and the first deck I'm going to play with is my Black Luster Soldier deck. So, in this series, I'm going to play with 6 different decks, each deck, of course, using each of the 6 protagonists' archetype or tech type, essentially. So yeah, so I guess let's see how it goes. So of course this series has been delayed quite a lot. It actually took me some time to work on the 6 decks, and the biggest problem for me was deciding what deck to play for a Yugi or a Tem, because I didn't really want to play the regular uh, cookie cutter Dark Magician deck. So I want to play something a little bit different. Of course, I tried using the PLS deck, but it didn't really work out before that well. So then I tried the ritual version of Dark Magician using the new Magician of Chaos. Also, I even tried to use the Magician of Black Chaos Max, which wasn't good at all, really. So yeah, and then I went back to the Black Luster Soldier deck, worked on the deck. It actually now works fairly well, actually using the Isolde engine as well. So reason why I use, of course, Black Luster Soldier is of course it is one of the most prominent monsters a Yugi or a Tem uses, aside from a Dark Magician, of course. And it's of course a deck that uses the ritual mechanic. A ritual mechanic is definitely pretty central to Duel Monsters. At least that's how I feel. Then use the other effect as well to banish the card from the hand. So yeah, I think I will continue doing this series at least until the end of this year and whatnot. I'm going to. So it's definitely a very fun deck to play for sure. Mostly, of course, you want to go second and potentially take care of opponent and remove cards from the field. I'm also both using the Super Soldier and the regular Black Luster Soldier as well. Which of course the regular Black Luster Soldier and Black Luster Ritual are of course searchable with pre-proportional rights, which gives the deck extra consistency. Okay, I should actually go for an rank 8 Exit Summon, maybe. But I mean there are quite a few different options. So I'm going to go for Hope Harbinger. Or I could go for Titanic Axe. Yeah? So I think I will go for Titanic Axe in this case. Then ending my turn. So yeah. And of course, if you want to know what the other decks are, of course the second deck I will be using is going to be a Neos deck. Because obviously for Chudai or Jaden, of course I also want to use something a little bit different. I didn't want to use like a regular masked hero deck or something, anything like that. And also the Neos deck also fits the most thematically, because obviously Elemental Hero Neos is definitely a very central card for July in general. And Neos patients were pretty much used until the end of the series actually, so Well, Macrocosmos, well, that's kind of unfortunate actually. That, Metaphystels. Yeah, that's pretty bad because I can't use my super soldier synthesis in this case. I'm actually forced to actually search out the regular black cluster ritual and then actually use it as well. Manifest dimension. Okay, I think there's really not much point in attacking, I guess. They will do it anyway. They probably shouldn't have done it, but oh wow, that's crazy. I think I might as well just surrender. Of course, this deck is not by any means competitive at all. Like if you don't, uh, it can run out of resources pretty quickly. So you have to finish the duel as fast as possible, that's for sure. And what I've heard, the usage deck, that was actually pretty difficult to decide. I think I'm going to use Synchrons with Cryston Needlefiber as well. I considered also using the Isolde engine, so it's more like TCG based. But since I'm already using the Warrior engine in my Death Channel stack, I wanted to use something a little bit. I wanted to use a different engine. And since I'm not building the Synchrons in real life anyway right now, I think it's pretty much fine to use Crystal Needlefiber in an online deck. And of course for the sexual deck it's going to be Utopia, very obvious. So yeah, so unfortunately I lost this duel, so I guess let's go for the next one. Alright, another duel. So yeah, we'll keep working on this deck for sure as the series goes on. Definitely want to make it as good as possible, but I do hope the archetype gets further support, because obviously Domination has gotten so much support, so why not this deck as well? And it's Sky Strikers, which is definitely not good for me. I think that's definitely going to be an immediate loss for me. But at least for the purpose of this video, let's try to play it through and just not immediately scoop it up, at least. So I think at least I can do like Ritual Summon, that's for sure. But not sure if I can do anything else. My opponent runs also a 60 card Sky Striker deck, which is pretty weird for me. I will have to try to finish this duel as fast as possible actually. So in this case I'm going to activate Terraforming and searching for the gateway to Khaos, which allows me to search for any Black Rose Soldier monster or Chaos the Fierce Knight monster. And in this case I'm actually going to choose Charging Kaya the Fierce Knight. And I'm going to prepare someone Photon Thrasher. And then normal summoning Charging Kaya the Fierce Knight. And then I'm going to link summon into Isolde. It's an activate effect. I guess search for another Photon Thrasher for next turn, potentially. Then activate effect. Only sending one equipped to the graveyard. Plus one Super Soldier Soul from my deck. So I can go for a link 3 monster. I'm going for extended Tigo Talker. Activate that effect as well, because why not? Get another ritual spell potentially. And bait out some removal as well. I guess there are probably better link frees to go into, but oh no, that's really bad. Oh well. Can't really do much about that, I guess. But since I did search out my Photon Thrasher, I can still do something. I'm going to activate Super Soldier Synthesis. Pretty much the best ritual spell for this deck for sure. I don't even use the Super Soldier Ritual actually. Yeah, I think it's not that great because it requires exact levels and whatnot. Then activate effect to banish my opponent's monster. And that actually worked. But of course my opponent can do something else as well. Which of course is not so good for me. Then I can also summon Black Clouds in way of the beginning as well. Which is pretty cool. Then activate another effect as well. I think getting my another Duel Monster to my hand. Not going to activate the other effect right now. Oh wow. What does that even do? Oh, it can't attack. I guess kinda makes sense. That does put me in a bit of a bind for sure. So I think in this particular case, I think I have to go for rank 8 again. It's going to be my Titanic Galaxy again. Can negate spells. So let's see what my opponent can do now. Okay, Twin Twisters, which I don't really care about. I guess my opponent can use the Fiat spells effect, but I'm not really too concerned with that. I'm mainly concerned with engage, of course, but since because if I negate the spell, it becomes my Titanic Galaxy's exceed material actually. Oh, you try to attack me. Okay, I guess. Change the attack target to me. The opponent can send something to the graveyard as well. And that was engage. But we'll see what happens, I guess. Okay, I guess that works. I was able to actually use the engages. It definitely makes sense. At least I'm still doing pretty decently against Sky Strikers actually with PLS, which is definitely pretty unexpected. And it's pretty crazy how my opponent can just gain so much advantage for from very few resources. Well, I have to pretty much struggle here. But if I do that 700 damage, then it's game over at least. But it's definitely going to be a very hard battle for sure. Then of course my opponent gets everything back with multi-roll as well, which is multi-roll. So that's pretty crazy. And of course getting the video anchor. Okay, I guess. And then multi-roll activates, putting everything face down. Okay, shark cannon and video anchor. Okay. Unfortunately, can't really do much in this case. It's definitely very unfortunate. Yeah, definitely going to lose this duel for sure as well. Yeah, I think I probably should scoop it up. Okay, I think we can do one more duel. Okay, the last duel for this video. The first episode of Legacy of Duel Monsters. But of course, the reason why I did this series is to celebrate the legacy of Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. But of course, it's the 20th anniversary of the OCG. So obviously, the card game we know now was first released in 1999 in Japan, and obviously 3 years later, the TCG was born as well. Okay, my opponent going all in pretty much. So can I win against this deck? A very interesting question for sure. At least my hand is not too bad, I think. Wow, that's pretty random. Going for the Sandayu Exis monster. I figured my opponent would go for the Link first. For her, Link is actually really good. Okay, now going for the Link. That's pretty random. Why do that first? Your opponent can summon any Fur Heart from the deck. Like of course these. Pretty interesting, but opponent can really only have one interruption full because my opponent only has one card in the hand, so definitely have to choose carefully. I think I want to pay it out first. And of course my opponent negates it. But now my opponent won't have anything else. Then I must activate terraforming. Then search for gateway to Khaos. And activate it. Search for like also Super Soldier. Sitten on nyt Ritual Summit. Super Soldier Synthesis. Kishki Shoken. So what should I do now? I think first going to banish this. And banish these as well. Then of course attack. Great effect. Oh, both effects, I mean. So I pretty much cleared my opponent's whole field. So can my opponent come back? Not sure if it's really possible. I'm going to end my turn. So let's see what my opponent can top deck. Because generally they will need multiple monsters to actually do something. Okay, I don't think that really does much, to be honest. And my opponent surrendered, so at least I won one duel in this video. So, this was the first episode of Legacy of Duel Monsters, my series to celebrate the legacy of Yu-Gi-Oh! And all the different eras. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. For now, goodbye and Omeakios out.